Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Rodney, and I'm back, and I just wanted to come and run my hands ashy. Hold up. My bad. I wanted to come and run my mouth and talk about the MESS. Let me lotion up these hands, baby. Let me get this lotion on. These hands are a little ashy. Anyways, y'all, I just wanted to come down here and, run my mouth like I always do and talk about some people. Okay? So y'all, listen to this. This is according to people.com. So Cardi B and Stefon Diggs spark reunion rumors as they leave after party together following rapper's DC tour stop. So the former New England Patriots wide receiver attended Cardi's show with his mother and brother despite their split. On Wednesday, April the 8th, personal trainer Clyde Simmons shared footage on his Instagram stories of the former New England Patriots star and his family enjoying the I Like It Performers show at Capital One Arena on Wednesday, April the 8th. The footage featured Stefon, 32, dancing with his younger brother Trayvon Diggs and their mom, Stephanie Diggs, as Cardi rapped to Blueface's Tatiana remix. Simmons also shared another video featuring the group rocking out to Cardi's track, is it Airtime? We took over, he wrote in the caption over the clip. After the concert, Stefon was seen attending the Up Artist after party at Throw Social. Per page 6, Cardi left the club and went over to her ex's white sports car to talk to him before she got into the passenger seat and drove off.
You know, y'all nigga ain't downgrade. My brother. It's not good.
They're gonna sell him on.
Hey, my Libra sister!
Cardi, what do you think about what happened to Offset, Cardi? What's your reaction?
Why the hell you asking that? This our concert.
Nah, this that phone.
I know, man.
It gotta be one of these three. Watch yourself, guys. Watch yourself. Watch out for the baby. Watch out for the baby. Watch out. Watch out. Watch out, y'all. Watch out, bro. Yeah. 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 They gone. They gone. They gone. They gone. Yeah, they gone. They gone. They gone. Of course, they gone. Yeah. They gonna Maryland. Go.
Rep for Cardi and Stefon have not responded to people's request for comment. Listen, it's not that big of a deal. They do have a newborn baby together. Okay, fresh out the put, It's not like we really know the details of why Cardi and Stefon split. I know I think it was Jason Lee. I think Jason Lee and Cardi are like good Judies. I think he came out and confirmed that they actually did break up. But nonetheless, that doesn't mean that, Cardi she's one of those girls who clearly can forgive if he did cheat, as some people were alleging, that she can get over a little cheatation, being that she stayed with Offset for so long. Again, it's not that big of a deal to me. It's really not. That's her baby daddy. That's his baby mama. They got a newborn together. And we don't really know the details, which is kind of always a good thing in some situations when we don't really know the details of your breakup, because then nobody really knows. Kind of like with Eva from, Eva the Diva from America's Next Top Model, Real Housewives of Atlanta. When her and her husband divorced, nobody really knew. They just got back together and it was like, oh. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, what happened? But they were not on the show, so so nobody really knew. Um, so shout out to Cardi and Stefon. I wonder what's going on with that case of his. That's what I really want to know. But they probably went home and had sex. I hope Cardi, please don't get pregnant again. Okay? I mean, it's your body, your choice. Okay? Your body, your choice, girl. But I mean, just don't get knocked up, girl. Anyways, y'all let me know what y'all think about Cardi and Stefon. Let's go ahead and move on. So this is the latest update, RHOP news. So RHOP alum Robyn Dixon auditioning for a flute ahead of season 11 claims source. So the Green-Eyed Bandits might be reunited when the Real Housewives of Potomac, is what I call them, returns for season 11. The word on the street is that everyone's favorite basketball mom, Robyn Dixon, is in the running to pick up her flute next season. The same source also claims that a couple of people got pink slips. If true, it might just be with the cast shakeup. If true, it might just be the cast shakeup that Potomac desperately needed. Girl. Girl, at some point, at some point we're gonna have to just deal with the girls because every year we can't do a cast shakeup. Okay. Anyways, according to an insider who spoke with Reality Blurb, Robyn made the cut for our RHOP season 11 and is in the running to get her flute back. The rumors just came 2 years after her departure. She's been very transparent that Bravo fired her, rightfully so. I added the rightfully so because she definitely should have got fired. And she hasn't been seen on the show ever since. In season 10, Robyn even turned down an on-camera cameo when Giselle Bryant threw a party to celebrate 10 million downloads of their Reasonably Shady podcast. Giselle said her bestie skipped the party because she was still in her feelings over how she departed the show, which I think that Robyn's departure from the show literally was all Robyn's fault. She thought she was Giselle, and she moved like she was Giselle, and she soon found out that you're Robyn. Apparently, something has changed because the insider claims she's auditioning for a full-time spot. Of course, unless the news comes from Bravo, we've always got to take these casting rumors with a grain of salt. However, Reality Blurb's insider also said that most of the women from season 10 will return. That includes Giselle, Wendy, Ashley, Tia, and Stacey. There's also Karen Huger, who is rumored to make a return to the show after spending season 10 behind bars. That's a no-brainer. Supposedly, a new cast member is also in the running. Meanwhile, the insider said that Bravo fired 3 of the season 10 ladies. They said that Kay, Stewart, Angel, also known as Madness and Sadness, both lost their flutes. Jazzy is also rumored to have been fired, which means she can now focus on being a full-time wag. So Robyn is in, Sadness and Madness are out, and allegedly the Grand Dame is returning to her spot in a full-time lineup. Stay tuned to see if the insider got it right. Again, this is just, you do have to take these leaks with a grain of salt, because I also read that Robyn was coming back, but as a friend, which I could believe that more than her coming back as a full-time housewife. And then I also read too that Kay was actually offered a friend of, and she turned it down. Which Kay, if that is the truth, I think that was a big mistake. Kay really could have excelled in being a friend of. People sleep on the friend of positions. I know you don't make as much money as like a housewife, of course. But like I always felt like Marlo, for example, was always in the best position because you are on this show. If you know Nene in Kenya, you know Marlo. If you know Candy, you know Marlo. If you know Kim Zolciak, you know Marlo. If you know Sheree, you know like Marlo was in the best position. She didn't have to tell any of her goddamn business. She could still promote her businesses on the show. She could still go on the cast trips. Like I thought she was in the best position. If Marlo would have stayed a friend of, I think that Marlo would still be on the show. I was happy that Marlo received her peach, but I think that was also the reason why they snatched her peach back. She was just doing too much. I think that Kay would be a better fit for the show as a friend of. So if that is true, again, we don't know. If that is true, I mean, I don't know. I just think that Kay would have been a better friend, and I think Angel could have, did one more season to see how. I think you should give the girls a chance. Anyways, back to Robyn. Girl, this is all I have to say. I ain't got no issues with Robyn, believe it or not. It was always Giselle, the one who just really, not always, that's a lot, not always. The last few years, it's been Giselle. Robyn was bad, but she wasn't bad like Giselle. Really towards the end, it was always Robyn and Giselle, but it was always just like Robyn having Giselle's back. But the ones who really were like the messy starters were really Giselle and Ashley. Okay? I just don't know. I've never been caught up into, like when I see people who go up for Robyn, I don't know why. Like I can see why some people go up for Giselle. I can see why some people go up for Karen. I go up for Karen, but I didn't before. Like Karen was always one of those women. She was there. If she wasn't, she wasn't. I can see why some people like go up for Phaedra, why they go up for Portia. I understand. I can see it. Even though I don't like Phaedra, I don't like Portia, I can see why they have a real solid fan base. For the life in me, I don't see how people go up for Robyn. She has her moments on the show, yes. Robyn wouldn't even be someone who I would think that they would need to go tap on her shoulder and say, hey, girl, you want to come back to the show? For what? I honestly don't get it. I don't get it at all. I don't think Robyn is needed. I think the only thing that's going to happen, and I mean, I guess some people will say the same thing if Candace was ever to return in the future, that the show would, will go back, would, take some steps backwards. But with Robyn returning, and now you really have Robyn and Giselle back as a duo. And now, then with Ashley coming back and Ashley and Giselle really doing the dirty work. I mean, Robyn is just going to be there just to agree and back up Giselle. I don't know how Wendy is going to fit into the equation because Giselle, well, we know that Giselle and Wendy don't really fool with each other. They just did that for the show. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see, I guess. I will say this: the only reason why I can see them probably bringing Robyn back is because she could go up against Karen. I will give Robyn that much. She was the one who really used to call Karen out on her shit. She could never really handle Karen's mouth. Robyn is really not like a reader. But she was never afraid to call Karen out on her fuck shit. I'll give Robyn that much. So maybe they're bringing Robyn back to kind of just call Karen out on her shit because no one else is really going to do it. Like Wendy's not really going to do it. Giselle's not going to do it. Ashley's not going to do it. Stacey's not going to do it. Like I could see Stacey kind of being like nice, nasty, getting her together in a nice way. Like, Karen, are you drinking? Oh, I forgot you're not drinking. Oh, you don't drink, right? Like, that's the shit that Stacey gonna do. Stacey gonna do shit like that. Oh, Karen, do you want to drink? Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, Karen. I forgot you don't drink anymore. Oh, I forgot you can't drink anymore. Sorry. So I don't know. It'll be interesting to see, once the new season comes out. I hope that no leaks happen. I mean, girl, of course it's one thing for people to kind of come down here, or go down to, a source says, but I hope that we don't see any leaks. I would like to just kind of, be surprised at who is making a return and who isn't. And now I will say I can definitely see Kay and Angel not coming back. Even though I wouldn't mind Angel coming back, but I could see them not coming back. And Monique, I could see Monique coming back. Especially Monique, because girl, I mean, what else Monique got going on? Okay. No shade. Anyways, y'all let me know what y'all think. All right, y'all, let's go ahead and move on. Oh, speaking of the Real Housewives of Potomac. Now it's Potomac. When I'm talking about Robyn, it's Potomac. I was like, anyways, so listen, I want to give a shout out to the glamour girl, the cover girl, Dr. Wendy Osefo. I know somebody just said, you talking about Potomac when she the one who they say is over there frauding people. I said what I said. When we talking about Dr. Wendy Osefo, it's called the Real Housewives of Potomac. When we talking about the mother heifers, it's called the Real Housewives of Potomac. I said what I said and I ain't changing it. So anyways, shout out to Dr. Wendy Osefo. She is on the cover of Glamour. Bulgaria, yes. Mama, I'm going to post the pictures on the screen. Mama is looking sickening, if I must say so myself. Mama said, who going to jail, bitch? Girl, she said, who going to jail, bitch? Who? Girl, and if I do go before I leave, y'all gonna see these pictures of me, baby girl. Yes. Shout out to Wendy. These are cute. These are nice. Yes. The fashion issue. She's on the fashion issue. Mm-hmm. Even though I will say my only complaint is that you can tell that this wasn't her normal stylist. Because I think that if it was, she would have been a tad bit more, flyer. I feel like this wasn't her normal stylist. Oh, no, it isn't. It says stylist interview. Wait, hair, makeup, wardrobe assistants. Yeah, I don't think this is her normal stylist. I mean, she doesn't look horrible. Don't get it twisted. But I would have been expecting for this to be the fashion issue. It just would have been just a little bit more, you know what I'm saying? But nonetheless, I mean, she still looks amazing. As my Sloanie and my Bailey Whaley say, amazing. Anyway, shout out to Dr. Wendy, y'all. All right, y'all. So this is according to the Jasmine brand. So Nick Lachey opens up about identity crisis he faced in the 90s. Says Motown Records wanted his boy band 98 Degrees to be the white Jodeci. So Nick Lachey is opening up about the pressure he faced early in his career with the 98 Degrees, revealing that signing to Motown Records sparked a deep identity struggle. In an upcoming documentary, he said executives tried to mold the group into something they weren't. The president of Motown, he wanted us to be the white Jodeci. So he was trying to give us that in a crash course. That push led to uncomfortable moments, including being encouraged to attend Black churches in Harlem and work closely with Jodeci, experiences that left the group feeling out of place. I remember going on a train to Rochester, New York to work with Devontae from Jodeci, and we show up, and Devontae is being fitted for a bulletproof vest in the studio. And I'm looking around like, do we need a bulletproof vest? What do we just walk into, Lachey recalled. Despite appreciating, I gotta go, baby. I didn't sign up for no shit like this. Get somebody else to do it. Lachey recalled, despite appreciating the opportunity, he admitted the pressure blurred their sense of identity, adding, it does make you question, well, why did you sign us if you didn't want us to be who we are? And that really starts to mess with you mentally. The strain extended beyond Lachey. Fellow member Jeff Timmons shared that he battled severe depression and self-doubt during that time before eventually seeking help and recovering. Damn. 98 Degrees, also made up of Justin Jeffrey and Drew Lachey, will visit their journey in a Bad Boy Confidential, a Hollywood Demons event premiering April the 20th at 9 p.m. Well, I might watch that on ID. Well, I might watch that. You know what? It's sad. I didn't know it was that deep for some of the girls, you know, and boys where they are depressed and stuff. But when you really think about it, you know, they try to take away from the niggas. But the fact of the matter is they do want to be like us. Most of the no, I just told a lie. Let me walk that back. I remember a lot of the artists, the 98 Degrees, NSYNC, even, you know, Britney Spears, Christina Aguilera. Like, I felt like Pink, no shade to Pink, you know, we love Pink. They had to try to tap into the nigga side, right? They wanted them to be as close as black as possible. We want you to present white, but we need you to have a black sound. They had Justin Timberlake walking around here with cornrows. Hello? Don't get it twisted. NSYNC has some bops. Gone, baby. Gone is probably one of the best songs NSYNC has ever come out with. They got some bops. But I don't think it takes away from the fact that when you look at some of these white artists, that they were pushed in a direction to mimic black talent. Pink, she came out as the, you know, white girl with a, you know, Pink sings her fucking throat off. Don't ever get it twisted. But that wasn't the music she wanted to do. Pink put out one R&B album. And after that, baby, she said, I got to go back to who I really am, which is basically, girl, rock and roll pop. And Pink ain't never looked back afterwards. And she had really a more successful career when she really was able to be who she is. Be who you are. When she was able to be who you are, right? So I can see how this really could fuck up somebody's mental, right? I'm trying to just be who I am, and you want me to be basically a white Jodeci. Girl, who am I? Like, girl, Quad just kept it. We're gonna be honest. I don't remember. I wasn't a big 98 Degrees. I do have one 98 Degrees album, one. But I wasn't like a big 98 Degrees fan. But I don't remember any of their songs sounding anywhere near similar or close to Jodeci at all. Like, I don't remember one 98 Degrees song that gave me, oh girl, like that's a Jodeci song. I don't remember. But like I said, girl, I wasn't a big 98 Degree fan, so maybe they had, you know, some cuts on the albums that I just didn't know about. Anyways, shout out to Nick Lachey. I might check this out. It comes on the ID channel. Yeah, this comes on a Bad Boy Confidential, a Hollywood Demons event premiering April the 20th at 9 p.m. on ID. Y'all might watch this. Let me save this. Anyways, y'all let me know what y'all think. I will talk to y'all later. Have a good night. Bye, y'all.